Baku. Baku, Baku, Baku. I'm hoping that since the sprint was so disappointing yesterday, that the race is a bit better. A safety car or a red flag has to happen in Baku for there to be chaos. If there is not one, then you just get a procession like there was yesterday. And even the F2 race was also not that great. Sprint race, however, chaotic. Something I'm starting to think about with Baku is that the first few years that we were in Baku, those were the years where things were crazy and hectic, but I think it was partially because none of the drivers were very familiar with the track, and so they didn't know how to go into turn one. They didn't know how to go wheel to wheel through some of the 90-degree corners, and so it just caused a lot of chaos, whereas now I think people are a lot more cautious, especially on the first lap, and they just know how to get through a corner without crashing. So, I don't know. The last year was disappointing. Sprint was disappointing. 2021 was only exciting because of the tire issues that happened at the end. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm watching this late. I was not getting up at 4 a.m. As much as I love Baku, it's a little bit too early for me. I'm going to say this at the start for once. If you could like and subscribe, that would help me out a lot. Even if you don't always watch every single one, but it does help. Nico pit lane start, I heard about that. Gunter was saying that part of the reason they did that was because they wanted to avoid the start, which is probably smart. Baku a lot of the time is comes down to when in the race the safety car is. If it's at the start, it'll benefit all the medium runners. If it's at the end, it'll benefit all of the hard runners from the start.
Brand new for 2023, Sky Sports F1 viewers can jump on board with any of the 20 Formula 1 drivers.
It's wild that they're only just implementing that for Sky. How did people watch the onboards then before? Or is it just not an option and you have to have F1 TV? Ah, boy. Okay, let's see how this start is. And it's like that, away we go.
And I think Max Verstappen got a
Oh no.
Leclerc, but Leclerc's got that
Nice, good job, Leclerc. He's fine.
Ahead of Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez.
And I think they all got through okay there. Oh, Piastri got contact. Verstappen's within a half second.
Around about 8 kilometers an hour, extra pace that Red Bull has got, even
Oh my god. So there. Oh, Piastri got. Oh, who's that? Williams that got damaged. Is that Sargent? Oh, it's Albon. Oh no. Oh, he lost a front wing end plate. That sucks. Charles is setting fastest laps. He's gonna degrade his tires pretty quick. And Max is gonna get him right here. Yep. Not even a competition. Oh my god. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, we might get our first race repeat winner this year. And Max has gotten a second ahead, so. Well, that was a good one, folks. Unless there's a safety car, he's just. Oh, Charles clawed it back a little bit. I guess he likes the twisty section in Sector 2. Nope, he's out of it. And Perez is gonna get him in the straight. Oh, not quite. Russell's in the points. Sonoda's hanging on to 10th. Piastri fell back. Norris is hanging on to 8th right now, but he's lost some ground to Stroll ahead.
Here comes Sergio Perez. There goes Sergio
Perez. Oh dear. Well, it lasted 6 laps. But I think Leclerc should be able to hang on to that spot, as long as the tires don't drag too badly. This would be the first race since Bahrain that they've actually going to be kind of battling for the lead there. So this might be good that Perez got past Leclerc, because hopefully that'll make that battle at the front a little bit more interesting. Stroll radio.
Fernando, I will not attack. We are both playing the same game. Copy that.
Look at Stroll playing the team game.
So I can confirm, Fernando, that Lance will not attack you. Lance will not attack you. He's doing the same as you.
I mean, he can have a go, eh?
I love how Lance is like, I won't attack Fernando, and Fernando's like, go ahead, Lance, I don't care. Which is like wild. Oh, who's pitting? Bottas. Okay, he's going for undercut. We saw in F2 though that I think the overcut was a little bit better, but I think the tires are different, so Perez is still keeping up with Verstappen. Looks like Albon. Is he going to change his front wing? Nope, they're not going to change it. Okay, interesting. I guess they don't notice too much of a loss of downforce. Now you can see Albon came out ahead of Gasly, so it was better for him to go another lap. Although I guess Gasly was starting way further back, so... Like, when you're watching them from above, like, it doesn't look all that fast, but when you're watching it from the wall and they speed past like that, it's like, oh my god, they're going so fast. Okay, Perez is within a second of Verstappen. Okay, Hamilton's boxing.
But it's going to be 12-13 for Lewis Hamilton.
Ooh.
I'm not sure that's worked out for Mercedes.
Now they're stuck behind a train. Oh dear. De Vries, uh-oh. What is going on? Can we get some idea of what's going on with De Vries? What the heck happened?
Max Verstappen is being told to come into the pits and box, but the two Red Bulls are too close together for a double stack here. So Sergio
Safety car. Oh dear. Yeah, Perez boxing. I think Leclerc probably will. They might be able to do a double stack at Ferrari. There's a big enough interval. Are they gonna do a double stack? Alonso's boxing. Stroll might not be able to. Okay, let's see what happens.
But how much of a disaster is this for Lewis Hamilton? Absolutely.
Oh.
I think Russell might end up jumping his team.
Oh no. Poor Lewis. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they're doing a double stack at Ferrari. Okay, come on, Ferrari. Nail this. Come on. Nail it. Do it. Do it good. Do it good. Here we go. Come on. Nice. Good one. 2.4. Nice. Okay, let's see. Perez or Sainz. Let's go. Come on. A little bit slow. But that's okay. That's okay. How did Russell get in there? How did that happen? Perez and Leclerc ahead of Verstappen. Let's go, Leclerc. Let's go. Although he'll just get him again. This will get interesting because I think Verstappen will get past Leclerc. But then will Perez be able to do the same thing that he did in Saudi and stay ahead of his teammate? Ooh. Williams really got screwed there. Hulkenberg. Oh, I guess, but he hasn't pit yet. And Ocon as well. So Hamilton's really in 8th, Norris is really in 9th, and Tsunoda's really in 10th right now. Oh. Honestly, how many more bad weekends does De Vries get before Red Bull decides to replace him? Honestly, like, he has not been doing good at all. He's taken out his teammate. He's crashing unnecessarily. Oh. Oh. The only bummer is this is going to remove a lot of the intrigue because everyone pitted behind it. And the Bottas struggle bus continues. Safety car ending. Okay, green flag. When is Perez going to go? As late as possible, probably. Perez is going now. Oh. Oh my god. Holy moly. Albon got Joe. Did Joe have an issue? Nice. Good job, Stroll. Oh, Max is getting... Shoot. Darn. Oh, Tsunoda's dropping. Oh my god. Wow. Good one, Alonso. Oh, Lewis got past Russell.
But this was brilliant here from Alonso. He just saw a hint of a gap.
Oh. Wow, good one, Fernando.
Now, race control have noted a potential unsafe
Oh.
release for Sergio Perez.
No. I mean, it might be good for Leclerc, but...
Because we got a great battle for the lead between the two Red Bulls, and I would not like to see a penalty ruin that.
Yeah, exactly.
No further investigation
Good.
necessary, so the stewards... no, just Lance Stroll.
Oh, no! He just has a bunch of paint on his wheel. Car's okay for Stroll. Does Fernando have DRS? Still doesn't have it. Although he's not within a second of Leclerc, so... Oh, that was squirrely. He tried to get ahead, but then the Alfa Romeo just took him right back because he screwed up there. Oh, Tokyo drifting.
The Lance might break balance suggestion as I am now. I think it's a good help.
Yeah, copy for
I cannot believe how good of a teammate Alonso is being to Stroll. Yeah, I'm flabbergasted. This is a different man. Sainz has struggled so much. This will be good for Leclerc, though, for his tires, because he has a gap up ahead, a gap behind, so he can just manage the whole race. Oh, oh, didn't even, I don't think he touched it. Oh, oh, he's gonna get him here for sure.
One little mistake there. Cost Lance Stroll dear.
Stroll. Oh, I think Max is putting a little bit of pressure on him, so he might not be managing his tires as well as he usually does. Because he is gaining slowly on him. They sure love that shot. You know what? I think what Bottas might have been doing is I think he was initially planning on doing a 2-stop, but then the safety car came out and so he pitted again. Because he didn't think that set of hards would go to the end. But it seemed like a silly decision. He's stuck at the back on a street track. Gasly's in the pits? Is he retiring or something? Or is he 2-stopping? I'm confused. Oh, because Gasly stopped super early, so he's going to 2-stop it on the hards. Verstappen hasn't been able to get into Perez's DRS. He's doing a good job. I'm going to come out and say it. De Vries is the new Latifi. I feel a little bit vindicated because I didn't have faith in him as a driver before the season, and it's proving me right. Not much happening right now, but...
If Max gets unlucky now and ends up losing the Grand Prix to Checo, he's going to be furious, isn't he?
Oh, things not going Max Verstappen's way. I mean, if Checo does manage to win this might be his most impressive win. Because almost all of his other races, he hasn't had to deal with Max. And he did get lucky by getting ahead due to the safety car. But the fact that he's had Max breathing down his neck this entire time, that's impressive. Oh, I don't think you can get any closer to the wall than that. Verstappen has the better on the straights, but Perez has been doing better in the corners. It's interesting. I'm genuinely curious, if the whole schedule was street tracks every race, would Perez beat Verstappen in a championship? He's much more evenly matched with Max and street tracks, but on purpose-built tracks, no one can beat Max. And so that's why Checo gets behind. Oh, Alonso's starting to gain on Leclerc.
Because the shark is approaching.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, Gasly.
Oh, Alpine. Okay, I thought that was Fernando on. Gasly got Bottas. Oh, what a thrilling overtake. First one we've had in what, like 20 laps?
How bad a weekend Gasly has had.
None of it's really been Gasly's fault, though, apart from... Did he crash at one point? I can't even remember. Oh, Leclerc's dropped Alonso a little bit here, so he must have been managing. Oh, Sergio hit the wall.
What happened at 15?
I think Checo is paranoid. I think he will not say anything over the radio that could benefit Verstappen. Because he knows it's going to get to him. 15 laps to go. Perez might lap Bottas here soon.
Joe, we have 2 boxes lap. We have an issue. Box this lap.
Uh-oh. Oh, poor Joe. Driver of the day. Who's been my driver of the day? Perez. Definitely Perez.
First podium of the season would actually be a very good return for a Ferrari team.
Don't jinx it though, please. Don't jinx it. Verstappen's gaining back on Perez a little bit. It's 2.9 down now. Oh,
I mean, they have to be at some point, Ocon and Hülkenberg.
What if they do an Albon and pit on the last lap? Okay, it's getting closer and closer to Russell being able to pit for fastest lap. Oh, Leclerc took fastest lap.
No, the fuel level. Oh, he's got past! Yeah!
Norris finally got him! Well, look how far off he's speeding now that he's passed him. Wow. Oh, he has no grip. Oh. Now is Yuki gonna get him? He's pretty close, he might. Nope. Yuki just has to be patient here.
Just seems that safety car or red flag isn't going to come your way this afternoon.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. They may as well try and just stay out till the end. He's out of the points now, though, so it doesn't even matter. Wow, Magnussen, 355 kilometers an hour. Jesus. Ocon doesn't pit either. But he doesn't seem to have as bad... Oh, I guess he's been dropping off pretty far from Russell. 3 laps to go. Alonso! Fastest lap? What? Well, may as well pit Hulk now. There's literally no point. He cannot make it back up if he pits again. Verstappen at fastest lap, then Alonso took it. Alright, they are going for it. Now don't fuck up the pit stop. Got up 3 seconds ahead of Ocon.
On the weather radar, I can see the rain approaching, but it's not going to get to the
Rain in Baku. Oh my god, would that have been a disaster?
They put out the park ferme barriers.
What? What is going on then?
Yep,
Oh my
Ted,
goodness, now Alpine are coming into the pit lane. They think they're going to make a pit stop.
well, Esteban Ocon is actually coming down the main
There are
straight
people
now.
all over the pit lane.
Oh my god.
So here he comes. Yes, he is.
Oh my god, get out of the fucking way! Yikes. That could have been terrible.
It's a double victory this weekend.
Good job, Perez, but that kind of
Checo Perez wins the Azerbaijan
added to the
Grand Prix.
drama. Come on, Charles. Yay, he finally podiumed in Baku. Yay. Russell went purple, sector 1. Can we see Russell's flying lap? Tsunoda got a point. Good job, Checo. He got 9 points off of Verstappen this weekend. That's really impressive. Was that 11 wins for Perez now? No. That's his number. I was confused. That's race win number 5? He's had 2 race wins this year, and Verstappen's had 2 race wins this year. Now, that wasn't the best Baku race, but it wasn't the worst either. There was a little bit of intrigue there with those two battling and Charles and Alonso battling, but wasn't the level of chaos that we all hope from Baku. But yeah, I feel like is the Baku GP going to be called to the steward's office for letting people into the pit lane? Good job, Yuki. He is absolutely destroying De Vries' career. You go, King. Charles. I honestly think the only thing Ferrari needs to sort out is tire deg. And I don't like know a ton about the engineering side of things, obviously, but I honestly think it could be suspension. Because the issues with Ferrari started when everyone figured out that you could make the car stiffer to avoid porpoising, and that's when they started having tire deg issues. And they've also said that Adrian Newey spent a lot of time working on Red Bull's suspension. I think Sergio just needs to stay close to Max, and then eventually DNFs might play a factor. Oh, Arthur! Is that Lorenzo too? I think the good thing about this race, though, is we kind of see the true pace of the Red Bulls, because I doubt they would have been holding anything back.
You want your seat? No, it's
Charles.
yeah, that was a bit painful. That happens, you know. Sometimes. I mean, you had it last year in Jeddah.
I don't think those two like each other. Charles! Finally a podium in Baku! Or did he podium there in 2019? I need to look this up. Maybe I've been lying all weekend. No, he didn't. Okay. Yes, this is the first podium. Guess we'll have to wait another week to hear the Dutch national anthem. Happy that Charles is on a podium. I feel like it's going to be Sergio and Max battling for 1 and 2 every weekend, and then Charles and Fernando battling for P3 every weekend. Albon's just out of the points, so is Piastri. So Sergio is only 6 behind Perez. Charles is only 6 behind Carlos now. Red Bull's 100 points ahead of Aston Martin already. Yeah, Aston Martin, Mercedes, Ferrari are going to be close, and then McLaren just got really lucky with the result in Australia, but that's going to be kind of how the bottom teams are going to have to work this year. Is any race that they have an opportunity to score big points, they're going to have to take advantage, because there's not going to be very many races where the top teams are going to fall out. So most of it's going to be like 2 or 1 point here and there. So Baku 2023, I'd say it was better than the 2022 race for sure, because that one just all the air went out of it once both Ferrari cars were out. Got a little bit interesting there with De Vries, and that caused Max to get behind Checo. And then it was interesting kind of watching the Checo Verstappen kind of timing go back and forth, and then the Charles and Fernando one. But other than that, like, overtaking was tough because all the other teams are just so close together in pace that like they can't make a differential to be able to pass each other. So a lot of people are like, yeah, it's good that all the teams are close together, but I think that's the issue that is caused by that, is without a tire differential, no one can pass each other. So then it comes down to qualifying, which is kind of like how it was in the past. So I don't know, not the best race in terms of excitement value. So I'm kind of worried that with these new regulations that maybe Baku just won't be as chaotic as it used to be. Usually that means that a different track that used to not be chaotic is now chaotic. So we'll see what track that ends up being. Overall, F1's just been a bit disappointing this year, but what can you do? So yeah, I guess it's a double header, and for some reason that means going to Miami on the literal opposite side of the world of Baku. I don't know. Miami will be unhinged off track and probably very boring on track. So we'll see what happens.